table, you don't know how ashamed I should be. I may not be as intellectual as some women, but I do know how to keep my house in order and how to take care of my husband.
That is very true. Until we received the telegram stating that the bishop had arrived safely in San Francisco, you were the most considerate of wives. Since then, your thoughts have all been for his comfort, not for mine.
Your brother, the Bishop of Ballerin, who left his home in England even before you came to this country 30 years ago. This brother, who has never seen me or either of the girls, is paying his first visit to America and to us. Now, am I to understand that you object to my doing everything I can to make him comfortable?
Certainly not. When you informed me we were to sleep in a back bedroom so that he could occupy our apartment, I did not murmur. Even when you deprived me of my study, thinking he might desire to use it, I did no complaint.
Why should you?
I am a man of peace, and all I need is some quiet spot where I can prepare my lectures without being disturbed. But such are the preparations for his arrival that I am absolutely unable to secure it.
If you think I'm going to have the bishop find anything in disorder when he comes, then you're very much mistaken. So, I'll take this paper.
No, Matilda, no. I'll take care of it.
Very well. But mind you don't leave it on the table again, Ebenezer.
May I inquire what you are doing?
Read.
States of Darwin and the falsity of the theory of evolution by the Reverend Anthony Woodley.
And that?
Snowdrops and violets. A few blossoms from the poetical garden of the Reverend Anthony Woodley.
Did you think I'm going to let the bishop know we have one of his books in the house?
But why handle them in such a peculiar fashion?
So he won't know I bought them today, of course.
I see.
You may be a great lecturer on anatomy, Benzer, but you haven't much common sense. I guess that will fix him all right. But you be careful about the newspapers.
I will, my dear. I will. My dear.
What are you going to do?
Smoke a cigar?
How inconsiderate! Suppose the bishop objects to tobacco?
Just one, Matilda. You know he may not come till tomorrow.
No, Ebenezer, not one.
Very well. Very well.
Some men are so hard to manage.
The expectation of a guest is the death word of comfort. And though I hate to say it about my own brother, this is getting rather monotonous.
But business must be attended to. You know.
Of course. But still, it's...
Don't suppose I would surrender a minute of my time with you if I could possibly avoid it.
Of course not, Richard.
I'm glad of that. Now I must go.
Say goodbye to Papa first. Papa?
Well,
Richard is going.
so early. It's only 20 minutes past 7.
Yes,
अच्छा ठीक है भाई
but I have a most important business engagement at past. One of our best customers will be in town for only 2 hours, and I've agreed to meet him at the hotel. Must go. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Richard. Sorry you can't stay. It is no use. I can't work. I wonder if I'll get a chance to read a minute. An unusual event. I wonder what that is. It is seldom so important a social event as the visit of the Reverend Anthony Woodley. There it is again. What is it, dear?
Nothing, Papa. It's just... I'm so happy.
I'm glad to hear it, Marjorie.
What a lucky girl I am to have one the love of such a noble young man as Richard. He doesn't drink, nor smoke, nor swear, nor spend his money foolishly in any way.
He does seem a modern young man.
And he's so fond of me too. It just broke his heart to leave so early tonight. Don't stop to bother you. I know you have your lecture prepared.
Youth is the time for happiness and illusion. Coming battle. Battle? What nations are at war today? Love contest between Kit Haley and Solly Burns. Love contest between Kit Haley and Solly Burns will, it is stated, positively take place tonight. A glove contest? That's nice reading for a family newspaper. Both of the boys have been training faithfully and a game struggle is expected. I don't see how civilized men can patronize such things. I would as soon think of going to an affair of that tonight. Stop it! Stop it! Stop that singing!
I stop up right away!
And now, what do you want?
I found them out there!
Well, what is it?
I don't know.
leaving today and had a girl like that, you wouldn't have to dream things. I'll discharge her if she doesn't stop singing. I'll discharge her if... Love contest between Kid Haley and Solly Burns. Admit one. Where did she get it? I know I had it. Who could have brought it into my house? Have you lost anything, Richard?
Yes,
Oh,
oh, nothing important.
is this it? I say it is.
Well, Professor, you know,
Yes. I know. You had an important engagement at 7:30. It just broke your heart to leave.
a young fellow must have some sport.
Yes. I had sport. I played croquet and went to stereoptical lectures. But I never witnessed anything like this.
Then you have missed half your life.
Really?
That's right. It's, oh, I can't tell what it's like. Did you have seen it?
But it's against the law.
Prize fights are illegal. Not glove contest.
What is the difference?
The difference is mostly chronological.
Chronological?
Yes. It's a question of time. Before the referee says time, it's a glove contest. After that, it's a prize fight.
And this is a glove contest.
Yes. And will be a cocker. I have bet $25 on the kid. And if he doesn't put the other fellow to sleep in 5 rounds,
You are a model young man.
I suppose you think it's something awful. I tell you what you should better do, Professor. Come with me and see for yourself.
I? Certainly not. The very idea.
But you ought to come in the interest of science.
Of science?
Yes. You lecture on anatomy. And what do you know about the actual work of the muscular system? Practically nothing. You will never appreciate it either. Till you have seen a man bend and break ground, then land with his left, or after the right hand swing, or sidestep the other fellow, only to come back at him with a ripping uppercut. That's when you see the muscular system in all its glory. I repeat, you ought to come in the interest of science. That's all I attend for.
I never regarded it in that light.
Of course not. Or with your devotion to your life studies, you would have seen us long ago.
What if I should be discovered?
No fear of that. It's coming off of Macmillan's table, and I will find you a place where you will never be seen.
Are you sure?
Certain. We have got the police fixed.
Got the police what?
It's alright. Come on. It's the chance of a lifetime.
But
Besides, you are doing it in the interest of science.
I know. But
Remember that, Professor. It's purely in the interest of science.
French novels and a deck of cards. If Mrs. Goodley only knew I had them, I wonder what she would do. If I had never known anything better, I suppose I'd be satisfied. But after San Francisco, dear old San Francisco, to be cooped up here makes me feel. That's the way it makes me feel. What is the matter, Sissy? I want something to break the monotony. I'm afraid it wasn't a wise move of the professor to send you to San Francisco for your help. I'm sure it wasn't. If only he expected me to return and live like a cloistered nun. Sissy! Suppose the dear bishop heard you speak like that. I thought that perhaps the dear bishop had come. The dear bishop, the dear bishop. There it is again. I suppose when he does come, we'll all have to get checks when we want to read. And this is the girl who went to Assad? Snowdrops and violets. A few blossoms from the poetical garden of the Reverend Anthony Goodley. Doesn't that give you a sleeping draught, Sissy? Well, I declare. I know just the kind of man he is. He'll say, my dear child, I hope you know your catechism. Dearest Sissy, let us have an hour of recreation together, reading Pilgrim's Progress. But if he ever comes back to me, well, we just watch the finish, that's all. What's the finish? I never heard such extraordinary language. I'm so afraid to shock the bishop when he comes. And I do want this all to make a good impression when he sees us for the first time.
And I'm so anxious to discuss his mistakes of Darwin with me.
I wish to talk to him of Keats and Shelley, and to gain from him some elucidation of the hidden mysteries of Browning. But what I have to do is to see that the cook has everything ready for the bishop's dinner.
And I just will help you with that, Mother.
You have the dear bishop's poet. I see. Yes, and I was just reading. Why leave your hands behind you? It's sublime.
ठीक है
Don't you?
अरे ठीक है हो जाएगा
Don't you notice it? What?
ना कोई छू थोड़ी है
Oh yes, I knew this. I will put it on for his sake. Do you think it is becoming very? I'm all in a flutter of expectation. Tell me, Marjorie, tell me truly, do you think I've changed much in the last 30 years? Most women have, but why do you ask? Because, Madame is not well. Tell me, Auntie, please do. Is there anything romantic? Awfully. How delightful. I have kept the secret for 5 years. But I must tell someone now. And it should be you, Marjorie. For you are romantic. Like me. Yes, yes. Well, about 5 years ago, the bishop wrote to me. Did he? Yes. He said, though he had never seen me, he had heard so much about me from your father that he couldn't help it. He asked me not to mention it to anyone. And well, we have been corresponding ever since. And can't you guess why he is coming? No? Tell me quickly. For me? For you? Yes. We are to be married. And no one is to know until it is all over. I have all his letters.